Thank you, Asia CEO Events, for having me. Good afternoon to my co-speakers, the Honorable Martin Romualdez, the Speaker of the House, the Secretary of Tourism, Cristina Garcia Frasco, the esteemed Dr. Bernie Villegas, to the organizers, sponsors, guests, and to all our participants in this forum. Today, I will be sharing with you our accomplishments in the Bureau of Customs and our plans as we envision to make the world a better place for Filipinos. I accepted this invitation sent to me last week with great interest to meet you all and share with you in this grand event the steps undertaken by the Bureau in support of the 8-point socio-economic agenda of our President, Ferdinand Bongbong Romualdez Marcos Jr. Our work in the Bureau of Customs centers around these four focus areas: to improve revenue collection, enhance trade facilitation and collaboration, strengthen border control, and promote good governance and anti-corruption campaigns. Aligned with our vision of a modernized and credible customs administration that is among the world's best, we in the Bureau of Customs commits to implement measures to eliminate bottlenecks, prevent revenue leakages, and combat corruption and smuggling. These measures include the digitalization of customs processes and the implementation of sound policies that would improve collection of lawful revenues, streamline customs procedures, and strengthen border security. In the area of improved revenue collection, we surpassed our year-to-date collection target as of October 31, 2022. In total, we collected 714 billion pesos from January 1 to October 31 of this year, which is 18.5% above target for the period, which amounts to 111 billion pesos. Compared with the 494 billion pesos collection for the same period last year, our revenue collection increased by 35.7%. The BOC's positive revenue collection performance is attributed to the improved valuation, intensified enforcement operations against illegal importations, improved compliance by traders to customs laws, the gradual improvement of importation volume, and the government's effort in ensuring unhampered movement of goods. I am glad to share with you that all our collection districts have surpassed their collection targets, and they continue to maintain an upward trajectory in the revenue collection operations. The Port of Batangas, Manila International Container Port, and Port of Limay topped the ranking in terms of actual collection with a combined share of 432 billion pesos, which accounted for 60.4% of the total revenue collected from January 1 to October 31 of this year. With the rapid growth of international trade, we give priority to facilitate trade and improve our collaboration in key areas within the global supply chain. Throughout my 100 days of incumbency as the Commissioner of Customs, here are some of the most instrumental steps taken and maintained by the Bureau to enhance trade facilitation and collaboration. Pursuant to the marching orders of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to put greater emphasis on technological innovations and enhancing the delivery of public services, we committed to accelerate the implementation of ICT systems and modernization programs. In fact, 91% or 155 out of the 170 of our customs processes have already been automated. Our ICT projects, aligned with the ease of doing business law and the trade facilitation agreement, enabled us to provide a more efficient and transparent delivery of government services. A lot more is expected to be attained with the realization of customs modernization projects, and we will continue to push for our digitalization efforts until we achieve a fully paperless customs. and trade procedures which we believe to make international transactions more efficient and transparent while improving regulatory compliance. In achieving full compliance with best practices in trade facilitation, we are continuously monitoring and completing our commitments to the World Customs Organization Mercator Program. The WCO Mercator Program is aimed at assisting governments worldwide to implement trade facilitation measures and in a harmonized manner by using core WCO instruments, such as the revised Kyoto Convention. It also ensures connectivity at borders and along the international supply chains in order to provide a consolidated platform for advancing the smooth flow of goods being traded around the world. We have been enrolled in the program since 2019 and have already completed 17 out of 27 recommended measures by the WCO, with 89% compliance as of October of 2022. But we are not stopping from this success until we attain 100% compliance in the program, as we aim to complete our remaining activities by the end of 2022. Together with the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, or the UNSCAP, we co-hosted the National Single Window Summit with the aim to further expedite the advancement of the Philippine National Single Window for the effective and efficient implementation of simplified, harmonized, and automated trade procedures. During the interactive panel discussions, single window experts from the Republic of Korea, Australia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand shared their experiences and underscored the numerous factors that need to be taken into full consideration when developing a single window system, such as cross-border e-commerce, paperless trade, application of innovative and emerging technologies, among others. The next generation of the Philippine National Single Window will make headway in underpinning and boosting the country's recognition of electronic data and documents towards a cross-border paperless trade environment, making it easier to do business and enabling micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises to gain competitive advantage in international markets. For a continued collaboration and to further facilitate trade and ease bottlenecks, we are actively engaging and contributing to the establishment of better relations with our development partners and port operators. One such initiative is our meeting with port operators, which led to the creation of a technical working group with the end goal to streamline and improve the conduct of non-intrusive inspection at the piers. Together with the U.S. Agency for International Development, or the USAID, we recently kicked off the electronic phytosanitary management system, and we will be holding the ceremonial launch of the ASEAN Customs Declaration Document Management Portal next month. We also have another initiative lined up with the UNSCAP for the conduct of a feasibility study for the Philippines on the electronic exchange of trade-related data and documents with other Asian countries, which contribute towards the progress of the Philippines in the adoption of cross-border paperless trade. Just recently, I had the honor to present at the Transport and Logistics Forum 2022, organized by the Italian Chamber of Commerce in the Philippines, where I shared the accomplishments of the Bureau of Customs and discussed our initiatives on easing bottlenecks and safeguarding revenue for the country. In our continued collaborative endeavors with development partners, we are reassured of the International Trade Center of our commitment to the 4 priority areas of support under the RISE Plus Philippines, which aims to foster inclusive economic growth in the Philippines through improved international trade performance and competitiveness. This commitment supports a greater economic integration between the Philippines and the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, in line with the ASEAN Economic Community Blueprint of 2020, 2025. While the Bureau is constantly expanding its horizon and improving international collaboration, we are also simultaneously strengthening our border control measures to safeguard the welfare of the general public. In line with the mandates of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., we are devoted to constantly foster our border control initiatives in exercising supervision and police authority under our jurisdictional control to curb the smuggling of agricultural goods, illegal drugs, fuel, among others. Through our strengthened risk profiling and inspection protocols, we initiated a total of 599 seizures, 131 of which were initiated during my first 100 days in service, amounting to an estimated value of 4.6 billion pesos. Among the seized goods include illegal drugs, agricultural products, counterfeit goods, used clothing, cigarettes, among others. Following our continuous partnership with the BIR, we have successfully marked 14.4 billion liters of petroleum products and collected an estimated 186 billion pesos in revenue from January to October of this year. We have also established and reconstituted several offices such as the Customs Firearms and Explosives Unit to monitor compliance with regulations pursuant to RA 10591, and the Enforcement Motor Vehicle Monitoring and Clearance Office for the issuance of certificates to maintain a database of all motor and electric vehicles, as well as used engines imported into the country, for a quick exchange of information with other law enforcement agencies and the international community. Finally, our Customs Operations Center is now fully institutionalized through the issuance of CMO 25-2022, which serves as a fusion center to integrate and analyze intelligence enforcement and operational information gathered from various sources. At the forefront of the Bureau's good governance and anti-corruption campaigns, continuity of performance monitoring and evaluation of officials and personnel are given paramount importance to achieve government service excellence. In this regard, we undertake to attend to our internal and external affairs promptly to ensure that all concerns are resolved expeditiously. We in the Bureau of Customs pledge to provide quality and efficient government services and commits to maintaining the highest standards of quality management through attaining ISO Quality Management System certifications for all our collection districts and offices. To standardize quality policies which optimize organizational performance, promote cost efficiencies, and improve stakeholder satisfaction. At present, 17 of our collection districts and offices are now ISO 9001:2015 certified, while the rest are in various stages of the ISO compliance process. Guided by the principles of professionalism, integrity, and accountability, we also seek to champion the mainstreaming of human capital management, gender and development, and social responsibility programs. In the area of promoting gender and development, we also participated in the World Customs Organization Human Capital Management Global Conference to learn measures to promote human-centered approach in the context of customs administration and other public and private organizations. We are now taking steps in implementing a human-centered approach for the general welfare and development of customs personnel. I am also thankful for the recognition we received from the Civil Service Commission Contact Center ng Bayan, which recognized the Bureau as one of the top 10 government agencies with the highest complaints resolution rate, having been able to resolve 517 out of 542 complaints, or posting a resolution rate of 95%. Through the continuous positive trajectory of revenue collection by the Bureau of Customs, the government can maintain peace and order, build necessary infrastructures, and fund projects to foster the general welfare of the public. Amid the growing importance of social responsibility is no longer a nice to have, need to have. We are focusing on how we can give back and make positive influences in the community beyond our daily routine at work. As we extend our efforts to champion the mainstreaming of the worldwide agenda for sustainable goals, we have the CSR initiative themed Ikaw, Ako, at ang BOC, which involves programs to serve our stakeholders and uphold the public interest. As I end my presentation, allow me to share with you our strategic map for a modernized and credible customs administration that is among the world's best. I apologize, the font is a bit small, but you can look it up at www.customs.gov.ph. We have proudly achieved our target position of a transparent, responsive, and competent customs administration by 2022. And to keep this momentum, we are setting our sights in improving the strategy map with the objective of realigning our position, core processes, and support measures. With your support and active involvement, I trust that together we can achieve this vision for the Bureau of Customs and to make meaningful impact to the growth of our economy. Security of our borders and earn public trust and confidence para sa makabagong adwana at matatag na ekonomiya. Mabuhay po kayong lahat, mabuhay po ang adwana, mabuhay po ang bansang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po.